On a balmy British evening, Nigel Farage has brought politics to the pub.
There's too many people. That's what it comes down. That's what it comes down to.
The leader of the right-wing Reform UK party and friend of Donald Trump believes freezing non-essential immigration will help solve the UK's problems.
We literally can't cope. We have a shortage of housing, healthcare. We have a real problem.
Your party says that Britain is broken. Why?
Nothing works. Nothing works. We pay more and more tax and we get lower and lower returns.
The election on July the 4th will be Nigel Farage's 8th attempt to win a seat in Parliament, and he's tipped to get it.
I think he's a very good man. I like the way he speaks. He's a straight shooter.
Farage is running in Clacton-on-Sea, where many locals want to stop the boats.
We was known as Great Britain. You can forget about the great now.
Clacton has high unemployment and small businesses are struggling. People here hoped Brexit would fix things, but it didn't.
If the polls are right, the Labor Party's on track to win a majority on July the 4th, ending 14 years of Conservative government. But the Reform Party is hoping to be a dominant force in opposition, and that has the Conservatives worried.
Reform poses a very significant threat to the Conservatives, but this is the Conservatives' fault. If they hadn't tried to tackle the right, if they'd concentrated on decent, sensible, moderate centre-ground policies, they would have had a better chance of stopping these catastrophic losses that they're facing.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing? All right.
It's far from a done deal for Nigel Farage, though. This week, a Reform volunteer was secretly filmed making racist comments about migrants.
Get the young recruits there, with guns on the beach, target practice, just shoot them.
He also insulted the Prime Minister.
We got it. What's good is he?
As Prime Minister, but more importantly, as a father of 2 young girls, it's my duty to call out this corrosive and divisive behaviour.
And some of Farage's own staff were filmed making racist, homophobic and Islamophobic slurs. The Reform leader says the volunteer was paid by Channel 4, which it denies, but adds that he was dismayed by the slurs from his staff. Even before this, there were plenty of Farage critics in Clacton.
I think he's a bit of a clown. He's all talk and no action.
He's got all sorts of funny ideas, very extreme ideas, and I think realistically he just doesn't represent people around here.
Thank you very much. Good.
And good luck.
In a country where voting isn't compulsory, Farage must not only convince them to vote for him, but to bother voting at all. Mazoe Ford, ABC News, Clacton-on-Sea.